Act 3, Scene 6. A marshy shoreline. Morning. Birds chirp and frogs croak. A wooden raft is moored to a post. Ferryman number 1 squints into the morning sun as ferryman number 2 throws pebbles into the water.
Is it time yet? I'm so bored I could sob.
Nearly.
Yet not near enough. I hate this job.
You've been a ferryman the space of a moon. Give it time. You'll learn to love it soon.
Time is what I waste, waiting for no one at this tedious rate.
Be content. We are well paid to wait.
Well, paid we are. I only wish we were paid well.
Enjoy the time. Soak in the sun and suck in the sultry smell. No other place like it, where the ocean meets the marshland, salt water and fresh colliding against a compound of rock, muck and sand. Gulls cry, frogs croak, and crustaceans clatter, a cacophony of creatures against a motley of matter. Let your thoughts meander on this lazy morning we find ourselves in.
I do find myself in a morning, and 1 moon ago it did begin.
It is an easy job.
I would rather it were not.
Sit back, relax, enjoy the blessings we've got. The world is a harsh and unforgiving place. Employment is an escape that puts a smile on my face. I am content to throw my stones and dream.
Then dream us a fairy that propels itself, with water, wind, or steam. I have real ambitions.
What, would you put in a hard day's work? Mind the nets on a fishing boat? Now there's a chore I would cheerfully shirk. Or would you stay on the mainland and plough the great fields, beholden to what bounty the bare soil yields? Toil away in the dirt if you must. Here in the marshes there is no dust.
I would travel about through all the lands and build a great fortune with my own 2 hands.
Many fortunes I have made.
You?
I, in my mind. Women I have loved, such beauties, and then up and left them behind. A jester, a king, a wizard, a dashing hero have I been. More lives in a day than that of 10 regular men. A career this relaxing has so much to give. With each stone I throw, another life I live.
Give me one of those. Perhaps I could learn to enjoy this occupation.
Ferryman number 2 gives him a stone which he throws. What life did you live?
That of a bored ferryman.
You have no imagination. Enter Marshlanders and Eckenroy. Passengers approach. Look lively and try to be polite.
It appears we have made the morning fairy, as the earlier shadows still shrink from the light. How I long for the sights and smells of home, and yet the mainland has offered me more than I could possibly have known. You have saved this foolish old man, champion, in more ways than one. My madness made you an enemy, but I see you now as more like a son. I am forever in your debt.
I will settle for an end to our grudges and a mutual respect.
You have it, friend, and so much more. If ever you venture to the greatest of the islands, my ancestral home is yours. Let us say our goodbyes, and our new journeys start. You there, ferryman, at what hour do you depart?
Good morn, my lords, and my lady.
Good morn, my lords.
After an elbow. My lady, after being urged.
Welcome. The fairy departs when the sun tops yonder pine, sir.
Pine? Nay, I told you yonder fir. We are late.
A happy mistake, for you would have left with an empty boat.
Empty or no, when the sun crests the fir, this wood must float. The man who owns this barge will not be pleased. All aboard! We have time to make up, so our punishment is eased. This way, everyone, and quick. Do you know me? We'll acquaint ourselves on the journey.
Calm yourself, man. We have goodbyes to make. A long quest is ended, and a proper leave we must take.
There is no time.
Be polite.
A moment only, I suppose, would be all right.
You have kept your word beyond any expectation. It is my candid wish that we continue our communication. Whither will you now that this business is done?
Noble Spurion has ordered me to Chryson, there to train King Urion's son. An honest post.
For an honest friend.
My door will be ever open. May we never be strangers again. Through our differences, I have always believed we would part as allies. The truest friendships are those tested and found worthy through trial, adversity, and the jealous one's lies. Such a moment it was, touching truly, but the moment is done. Come now, let's board the ferry, everyone. He begins to untie the ferry from its mooring.
You will wait, sirrah, till we have all properly parted.
I will be parted from my employment if we don't soon get started.
Would you rather that, or be parted from your head?
It is a simple question.
We will wait.
Wisely said.
It pains me it took you that long to choose. Employment be damned. A head is a horrible thing to lose.
Farewell, Quick. The thoughts protect you till once more we meet. Goodbye, Eckenroy. I suppose for now my questions are complete. Fare you well, my lady. It has been my privilege to know you, though the knowing be fleet. And you, my champion, may you find truth in the people you meet. Reject those who are false, and beware the jealous thoughts. If I could, I would be there to help you see through their plots.
A thing so wondrous would be too much to ask.
A pity she can't stay. Now, on to our task. Unties the mooring and takes up his pole.
Hold!
We dare not, or we shall both be unemployed.
Can't you see this customer is annoyed? Forgive me, sir. He's an errant rogue with no respect for his sacred position. Take your time.
I have come to a difficult decision. The road to Chryson is long, made longer when it leads away from your heart. It would be shorter in the presence of one whose company you would rather not part. I know a young lady whose heart is yours, unless I miss my guess, and I believe you love her as well, or my aged eyes need more than rest. Do I, for once, have your positions correct?
My tongue cannot, and will not, deny her effect. Her wisdom and beauty I have tried to ignore, but an aching and a longing I can conceal no more. Forgive me, lady, if my words do offend. I was beginning to think that your will had no end. As hard as you endeavoured to deny your affection, so doubly hard have I craved your attention.
Your gracious offer of a room may be accepted exceedingly soon, for only I may give this bride to her groom.
Grandfather!
You are a woman, though I was too blind to see. So much like your mother, as wild, as strong, and as beautiful as she. I have not been kind, nay, in truth, a fool. May you find it within to forgive this cantankerous old mule.
I would not wish you any other way. But what will you do whilst I am away?
Place me not on my deathbed before it is time. Your brother and I shall manage just fine. Stag, fish, and fowl beware. The hunters return, and all game is fair.
Always know, awake or asleep, you will be ever in my thoughts until your company I keep. Embraces Drond and Quick. Heed well the words of the seeker before we are away. I will know if my sister is not well treated, and question you of it until your dying day.
More precious than life she is to me. Thoughts strike me down, should ever I unloving be. Is that a tear in your stubble? Now this is a treat.
Condensation. It forms when moisture mixes with heat.
Come now, this barge will not propel itself.
We are working on that.
Foolishness! Man your stations if you value your health. Can you not see these young lovers are in need of privacy? What has become of your earlier urgency?
Forgive me, sir. I was lost in the scene.
Find yourself quickly, else your purse remain lean.
Yes, sir. The ferrymen take up their poles and propel the ferry away.
I finally had a dream of my own.
An ambitious one, too. I can tell by your tone.
I wished to be a knight in the depths of my soul.
Start smaller. It is dangerous to daydream while handling your pole. Exit Mene, Eckenroy, and Melsine. I had feared we would finish this quest apart, and may have done so had grandfather not had a change of heart. Forgive me, my men do not apologize where I come from. How do they express remorse for the wrongs they have done? With action, not words. I don't understand. Must I show you myself? She kisses him. Is it not the same on the mainland? It is. Then behave like a man in his prime. You can't expect me to lead every... He kisses her. Finis, the Dragon's Tooth.